Hey guys, what's up? So this year I turned 24 years old, which normally wouldn't be a big deal, but I've realized that that means I've been an openly gay man and out of the closet for 10 years. 10 years. That's a fucking long time. And I'm basically doing this video just to express what I've felt in these past 10 years and what I've learned, and if there's anyone out there who is thinking about coming out or is afraid to come out or just came out, hopefully this video helps you out just a little bit. I came out when I was 14 years old, and I remember being terrified. I was so scared. My heart was like beating out of control. I could hear it in my ears. My mom sat down, took my hand, I sat her down, and I was like, hey, I gotta tell you something. I'm gay. And she was like, okay. And I was like, okay, that's it? She was like, well, I still love you, you're my kid. She's like, are you sure this isn't a phase? Normal stuff. But I've been blessed with an incredibly supportive family, who is very involved. And, my mom's and my sister, they're both always trying to set me up. They're always trying to find me a boyfriend. They're always trying to get me to go on dates. And, sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. And anytime that it doesn't work out with a guy, they're there and they're like, it's okay, his loss, I came out and I was the gay world. Well, let me start there. The gay world, when you first come out, it's a little overwhelming. So to you the younger crowd out there who is coming out, you 18-year-olds, you 17-year-olds who are going to be hitting the clubs soon, be careful and make sure you are yourself at all times, because when you love yourself and you become comfortable with yourself, there's nobody else you want to be. And, I'm so in love with myself. I'm so in love with the person that I've become. I mean, there are things that I got to work on. I mean, so does everyone, but I'm working on. But for the most part, to me, I can say that, I'm not trying to toot my own horn, but I'm very proud of the person that I've become, and not letting the pressures of the gay world get to me, per se. Just go out and be yourself. Don't follow a clique. Don't do what other people want you to do. Don't worry about society and, if you're masculine or feminine, if you're ripped or skinny, if you're chubby or just a little thick. Like, don't worry about it. Just be your fucking self and love yourself, because at the end of the day, that's all that fucking matters. And if they don't like it, well, fuck you. Okay? And to me, I'm not very well liked in the gay world because I'm a stone cold bitch. And I don't follow cliques. I don't do catty shit. I usually just do what the fuck I want to do and bounce. But this world that you guys are about to come into, it's a little tainted. It's a little corrupt. I'm not gonna lie. There are values that are misplaced. But you have to come out and remember that this wasn't always here. There weren't gay clubs all the time. There were, but most of them with underground tunnels, so you could escape. You can just walk in and out of the front door without anyone caring. Don't do drugs. Lots and lots and lots and lots and lots of gay people do drugs. Don't do drugs. I am 24 years old, and I could proudly say I've never touched anything in my life, and I don't need it. I drank quite often, but I've never done drugs or smoked. It's not for me. So don't do that. Don't get carried away in that. It's a waste of time. And for you older people out there who have been in the game for me, who have gay tenure, what the fuck are you doing? Get that shit together. We have a whole generation of kids coming in, and all they're seeing is fucking go-go dancers, bathhouses, grinder, jacked, sex, 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 party, party, party. What the fuck? These people are gonna be the leaders of the future. Our leaders. We are teaching them. And what are we teaching them? Lucky for you, I wrote down a little something. Homosexual history is not taught in schools. It is not a subject that is a focus in our education system. But as a community that is consistently growing, it is imperative that we instill these values in the young men and women of next generations. With no books to create a syllabus, with no teachers to guide, it is up to us to lead by example and teach by behavior. We as a community have to redefine pride. What is it that makes us so proud? Naked men roaming free in a parade? Bathhouses being open to the public, which, by the way, disgusting. Why? This freedom that we have gained has not always been there for us. We've come from hiding in shame to now openly holding hands, from attending underground clubs to having the right to enjoy ourselves just like any other person. It was not too long ago that we were in the shadows of our peers living a lie. Like I said, literally like 20 years ago, you can openly say that you're gay. Here in the state of Texas, it's a misdemeanor to show public display of affection to a same-sex person. I mean, granted, there's no asshole cop who's like, you gay, you're gonna get a ticket for holding his hand. But the fact is that it's still a law here. Why do we aspire to become underwear models and go-go dancers? Why do we idolize strippers and porn stars and treat them like Oscar-nominated celebrities, gawking and asking to be allowed to be photographed with them? We need to inspire the next generation to be more than what we are labeled to be. In order for the world to view us as equals, we have to hold ourselves to a higher standard. We should be idolizing political officials and trailblazers who have paved the way for us to be more than what we thought we could be. This change must start with us. There is a generation of LGBT youth that, for the most part, is completely unaware of our past, who take these freedoms for granted, not understanding what people of our past have gone through for them to take their same-sex partner to prom or openly go on a date. This generation will be our future leaders. They will be what defines gay in the future. If we don't educate them now, our history, our culture will completely vanish. It will remain unspoken, unappreciated, and forgotten. It wasn't until 1994 that the American Medical Association declared that homosexuality was not a mental illness. I was born gay, born in 1992. So for 2 years of my life, I was considered mentally ill. Even though I was not able to talk, I was not able to identify myself as gay, I am deeply offended and disgusted. During the Holocaust, it was not only Jewish people that were thrown in concentration camps, but homosexuals as well. Why isn't that in history books? And instead of wearing a gold star, like Jewish people, gay men were made to wear a pink triangle to signify that they were homosexual. And in 1945, when those concentration camps were liberated by Allied forces, those interned for homosexuality were not freed, but required to work their full sentences. So these concentration camps were still going, just with gay people. Even though Alan Turing, the man who single-handedly decoded the German ciphers, which led the Allies to victories in World War II, was also gay, he later in 1954 committed suicide after being prosecuted for being a homosexual. It is events like these that are forgotten and unspoken about. Why are we not taught these things in school? Why is it kept a secret? And why do we, as gays, not continue to spread this knowledge? Why do we have a whole parade, but no one ever says anything? No one ever acknowledges these people. Without the proper knowledge and sense of pride, we are keeping ourselves in the very camps that we were in 1945. There is an epidemic in our community that is worse than HIV and AIDS. It is lack of acceptance of our own people, a judgment within our community, an idealization of what gay is. You know, gay men no longer want to be gay. They want to be masculine. They want to go to the gym all the time and look super butch. Why? Why do we do that? Like, I'm not understanding. I'm not understanding. To me, it doesn't matter if you're feminine or masculine. Just be a fucking good person. Be a good person. Make me happy. That's all. And don't be a hoe. It doesn't matter. And to me, I'm obviously a little bit feminine. You see all this neck movement? Like, the fuck? And to me, like, that's great. Like, I can be feminine today, masculine tomorrow. Like, I can think like a man and a woman. Like, don't you see? That is the beauty of being gay. We are, in a sense, superior beings because we can think like both. We can feel like both. I believe that there needs to be a change. There needs to be a change in our community in order to progress. Right now, we're stagnant. Our community mainly thrives off sex and partying. That's it. I don't know about anywhere else, but here in Dallas, there's a parade and then that's it. You know, there's like a barbecue at the park, but no one says anything. No one gives a speech about what being gay is and being proud to be a gay man. You know, no one ever has a moment of silence for those who have been bullied, gay bashed, those who have committed suicide. And it's one of those things that we have to start acknowledging. Otherwise, we're gonna fucking crumble. Our community, everything that people have worked for, it's gonna fall apart. I mean, do you think that those people at the Stonewall riot want to not be remembered? I mean, they did this for us. If it wasn't for them, we wouldn't have these freedoms. We wouldn't be able to go out and do all these things. Yes, we're able to get married, but what does that mean when people don't want to get married? They just want to go out and be a hoe. Like, we have to start thinking outside of the box. We have to start thinking more in depth, of how can we establish a foundation for our future. There are clubs and bars everywhere. Most of them have strippers and go-go dancers and this, that, and the third. But there are not enough organizations for us to actually communicate and form relationships and socialize and become comfortable with each other. Instead of, being on Grindr or going to Trashy Tuesday. I mean, I was there yesterday, but I just had my drinks and bounced. Like, we need to have meetings and activities and, let's have a fucking gay prom. I would die if we had a gay prom. Like, let's have more gay softball leagues, more gay boxing, more gay whatever the fuck, gay cheerleaders, more gay Comic-Cons and whatever, gaming, whatever it is. We need to have more. We need to have more that people can go to and feel comfortable and not feel pressured and not be at a bar, because not everyone wants to go to a bar, but everyone wants to make friends. Everyone needs somebody, and that's why we go out. We go out to socialize. We go out to be seen. We go out to have a good time. We go out to dress good. So why can't we do that and become more comfortable with each other? Form more friendships and more bonds. We need to have like a gay man's business association, which sounds like a crock of shit, but like, if you think about it, we have gay businessmen, we have gay bankers, we have gay entrepreneurs who come and talk to people, kids in school, talk to anyone who wants to come, anyone who's interested in making their own business in the gay community. We need to inspire more. I'm willing to say like a good 60% of gay men are go-go dancers, servers, and bartenders. Why? Because we're not taking that time to teach them that they're worth more. We're not taking that time to show them that there is more to do in the gay community than to fucking dance on a pole. No offense to you if you dance on a pole, but I'm just saying, we need to do something about it. There has to be something done, because I refuse to see a fucking 12-year-old gay kid grow up and come straight into this shit. Because this is bullshit. I'm tired. I'm 24 years old. I've been in this game for 10 years, and I'm tired. I'm tired of seeing the same shit over and over and over and over. Yes, there are events like the Purple Party, who supports HIV and AIDS foundations to find a cure and this, that, and the other. But that's at a fucking club, and you go, and people are fucking doing coke and this, that, and the other, so it's lost all meaning. We need to have dignified people in place. To be honest with you, if they tell me to give a speech at Pride, I will give a fucking speech at Pride, and I will basically say that we need to learn how to love ourselves. We need to redefine pride, redefine gay pride. And I'm not saying I want to, but somebody has to. Somebody has to realize that yes, we can do these things. We can go out and party. I'm not telling you to stop fucking. I'm not telling you to stop hooking up. I mean, you should be a little bit more careful when you do it. But I'm not telling you to stop. But do those things in moderation and balance it out. Show people other options. Because right now, to me, in the straight world, all they see us is hair, makeup, brows. We can dress, we can dance, and everyone has a killer body. I mean, I don't have a killer body and I really don't give a fuck. But that's it. And that's not what I want my community to stand for. I'm like, damn, do you know that gay guy that opened up his own business and da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da? Or that gay scientist that discovered da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da? We don't hear that. What we hear is, ooh, so-and-so, new Andrew Christian model. Ooh, the new dancer at da-da-da-da-da. Ooh. Why? Why? We have Folsom, which is pretty much like a leather gay event. I don't know, I've never been. But we have that. And it's mainly sexual. People travel from all over the world to go to this event. Why? Why don't we have anything else? Why do we continually show the world that that's all we have to offer? I don't know about you guys, but I definitely feel like there needs to be a change. And like I said, for you younger generation, it is a fun ride. I'm not gonna lie to you. I've had a great time these past 10 years. It has been 10 years full of drama and boys and bullshit and excitement and lessons learned and drinks thrown back and fights and more drama and making fantastic friends, meeting fantastic people, meeting people I really don't want to be friends with anymore. But it's a good time. Take pride in yourself. Take pride in who you are. And if people don't like it, fuck them. Do what the fuck you gotta do. Throw some fucking brows on. Throw your lashes on if you want to. You could fucking be a bearded drag queen. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what you want to be. I decided I wanted to be a cheerleader. But I knew if I was gonna be the only boy on the team, I better be the fucking best cheerleader out there. Okay? So just do what you want to do. Be the best at it. Be yourself. First and foremost, be yourself. And don't follow anything that anybody wants you to be. And always, always remember, just love each other. Love each other. Treat each other how you want to be treated. I know this seems like a giant come to Jesus, a giant we are the world type shit, but it's the truth. And for you older generation, the fuck. Let's go. Let's get on this. Bye.